I guess we can make this episode about me being a millennial. I've actually wanted to make a video about this for a very long time. I've tried to shy away from it, and today, I think today is the day that I let you have it. Alright, so like I was saying before I drove all the way to Urban, that millennials are not like what everyone in the media and the news is actually making millennials out to be.
They're intimidated by us.
They're point blank. They're intimidated by what we can do, what we've done, and how we think, and the tools that we have that have been provided to us, and the things that we've actually created ourselves. So that's it for right now. And then now I'm getting in the truck, and they're leaving with me. Well, Victoria's not leaving. Victoria's not leaving with me and Chastity, but we're leaving the place where we were. I'm not going to tell you where we were. Oh, okay. So this car decided that she wants to rush us across the street. All right. So I got home and I decided to make me some lists. Like, I literally have lists. Like, I have lists. Alright, so I got home. I wanted to do some research so I can sound like I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm not just in my feelings when I'm talking about this. Because that's another stereotype that people say about millennials, is because we don't know how to act without having like emotion in it. So I'm trying my best to not be stereotypically millennial. I just want to address some of the things that I read. I just picked one list that I read on the internet, and the first two things that stood out to me were that they say that we're entitled and that we expect a trophy for just showing up. I've never expected anything without actually doing some work for it, so I don't know where that came from. I know a couple of people in Generation X and that are baby boomers that act that way too, so I guess it's a people thing. Then the other thing that I saw, that were job hoppers. Who wants to work somewhere where they don't enjoy doing what they do for a living? Or who wants to work somewhere, who wants to work somewhere or with someone that is gonna make their life miserable? Guess what? I wouldn't. So I guess that makes me a millennial. But at the same time, most of the time, whenever I'm acting that way, or if I decide that I don't want to work somewhere for a long extended period of time, it's more or less because someone that's older than me told me from their experience their life was better doing something that they wanted to do, and or working somewhere where they made more money, and or if it was somewhere that was going to be less stressful, because they knew from their experience as being an older person that their life was a whole lot better doing something that they actually enjoy doing. So that makes me a job hopper. That makes me a millennial. Guess what? I'm a millennial. That we're easily distracted by technology. You guys can say that we're distracted by technology, but majority of the people that are like sitting at home on Facebook most of the time are Generation X and baby boomers now, or people that are sitting on their phones and playing Candy Crush all day. Those are the ones that are doing that too. Now, millennials, yeah, we will take our phone out and take a photo and share it and sync, but I'm guaranteeing you that if you guys had a cell phone back when being a pen pal was cool, I guess that would make you a millennial back then too. Because you would sit and wait on the letter and then immediately write one and put another one back in the mail. Or better yet, whenever you guys had the telegraph, or the telephone when you first got it, y'all would get a cord that was 30 feet long so you can walk around the house and talk on it. That makes us hooked on technology? I'm sorry. The TV and the radio were all great forms of technology, and each generation that grew up with those technologies, guess what? They were glued to them too. So I guess we're following in your footsteps, people. I think I hit all my points. But I'm gonna leave with this and say this, that we've had some great millennials come from the millennial generation, I guess you could say. Like, I'm just gonna call out a couple names. Now, these two guys play for a team that I'm not really like the biggest a fan of, but I enjoy seeing them do what they do on the football field. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'll give them much props in being great and phenomenal football players. Dak Prescott, he's a millennial. Ezekiel Elliott, he's a millennial. Russell Wilson is a millennial, and so is his wife, Sierra. She's a millennial too. David Cart, the creator of Tumblr, he's a millennial. Karen Russell, a Pulitzer Prize winning novelist, she's a millennial. Adele, she won 5 Grammys, she's a millennial. And Bruno Mars, he's a millennial. And last but not least, the millennial that created one of the biggest corporations. He's like one of my idols, people that I look up to. He created Facebook. His name is Mark Zuckerberg. He's probably one of the most wealthiest people on the face of the planet. He's a millennial. These people that I'm calling out, they put in many hours of work, a lot of like times when their body hurt, they wanted to sleep but they didn't. They worked their butts off to get where they are and to be able to do the things that they're doing, and they are millennials. For you to place a label on an entire generation, it's kind of foul. It's kind of foul. All I'm saying is give millennials a chance to continue to prove you wrong. If you're in Generation X and the baby boomers talked about you before, you said that you were lazy, you were good for nothing, you were a hippie, that's how we feel. I've never even heard of the silent generation, so I'm not even gonna like bring them up. But all I'm saying is don't judge unless just don't judge.